for today's Cup of Coffee with Scream.
Cup of coffee.
I was about to scream because Grok, they have gone backwards on that. They totally have.
Uh-huh.
And I was looking for, I tried the AI because some of the prompts, you can get some really good results. Not today. Because it was a matter of cabin fever. And to look for a cartoonish image of a house. It was, that's where it's got the face. And it's got instead of the windows, it's got the eyes where the windows would be. And the mouth where the door would be. And it's all sad and it had a thermometer and it was sweating. That would have been a proper representation of cabin fever. It couldn't get it, and it got kind of pissy with me when I told him that it couldn't get it. And I thought,
Well, that's what I'm wondering. How did it get pissy with you? Like, what did it say?
It was just, I'm like, because this was like, I don't know, 4 or 5 times of trying different prompts, trying to figure out different ways to present what I was, wanting, and it's still just not even close to what the other Grok was at all.
Mm-hmm. Well, there is a little circle at the bottom that has it's like a circle with the arrow thing, and you just press that over and over and over again.
I've done that, but it was a matter of me trying to modify my prompts also, because remember, I am old school as far as back in the day trying to do a computer search.
Right, yeah. So the binary code and stuff like that.
That's what I was trying to do.
So,
and then it just didn't get it.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Asking, what did it say that was
I don't know.
pissy?
I don't even know. You asked me this, and it's like I don't even know that I can pull up past conversations. Let's see if I can find it. And I'm like, nope. And the answer was, I generated images with the prompt, cabin with a face in cartoon or MA style, sweating profusely, door as mouth, windows as eyes, thermometer visibly inside the door, expression very distressed. Now, damn, those were some good prompts on my behalf.
Yeah, those are really good prompts.
Yes. But it's like, it didn't get it. It did not get it.
I mean, it's like Monster House. That's easy to do. You can do a house with a face. It's already basically a face in a way.
It is. So that was what I'm saying. It was just like, I generated image, and I'm thinking, do not, whoever is there, Elon, do not let Karen's program. You killed my Grok. You killed our Grok. And it's just like, no. Nope. Ain't having it. I do not need Tude from a computer.
No.
Because that is not something that's on my checklist or my to-do list. So trying to find other images, and because that any of the searches have gotten just stupid, and you'll get the same thing over and over and over. Why do you need... It's like there's no variety left on the searches. You get the same shit. It's like Taco Bell.
It's like Amazon.
You've got 5 choices, and it's just to have how they arrange them. And if there was a movie called Cabin Fever one time, it was a slasher flick. I don't want no images from that.
Same shit as like the TikTok shop, Amazon, AliExpress. It all has the same shit on it.
It is.
Shein.
Walmart.
No joke. That's already 4 things I've already... in Walmart. Yeah. Dollar Tree has all the same shit that you see on Shein.
Yeah.
Dude.
It's just not even...
That's what I was talking to God last night before I went to bed. Or no. When I thought I was going to go to bed. Before I thought I was going to go to bed, I was talking to God and being like, it seems like it's the same shit... just different. It's the same text, different font.
Or we used to have the same shit, different day.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's all the same thing. So that's how I did find, as far as it says cabin fever, and it's from Rocco's Modern Life, the big heads.
Yeah.
If you all have never seen Rocco's Modern Life and some of the things that they would show on Nickelodeon, it was on the weekends, was when they would have these things. It was during the period of time of Invader Zim and just fabulous cartoons. I don't know how in the hell they got by with some of the things they did, but that was an epic period of time for cartoons. They were not for small children.
No, they were not. But
They were
damn,
for
they
tweens.
were aired. Children watched it.
I watched it.
Yeah.
So
Adults and children watched it.
Sure, you've got to
That's
have
like-
some things in there for the adults.
SpongeBob had jokes that, had jokes that were for all ages too.
Right.
Now I won't say they certainly were not in the same way as Rocco's Modern
No,
Life.
Rocco's
but
Modern Life. You're like, oh, it was so funny. And then at a certain point, the censors or somebody, it was some Karen,
It was
you
Karens.
know, bitched. And Ren and Stimpy, oh my God. And it was like the game that they had, don't whiz on the electric fence.
No. Listen, that whole thing. That dude that made Ren and Stimpy, he's a
Yeah,
weirdo.
yeah. I'm sure you could tell that.
He made an adult version of Ren and Stimpy.
Oh, God,
and
I don't
it's-
even.
And that's, yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. But
And that's basically what it was going to be originally before they was like, no, it's kids cartoon.
well,
It's
that
like,
was
oh,
before
shit.
Adult Swim and stuff, and some of those things.
This was he was making this thing that he made with Ren and Stimpy, and it had other cartoon characters in it, but none that we've seen before,
Right.
or at least not for the whatever. It certainly would not have been aired on Adult Swim either.
Oh, okay. So it was one of those. All right.
Yeah.
You know, just because something is in an animated style or whatever you want to call it, cartoon, anime, whatever, does not mean it's for children.
No.
Some of the first very blue movies was adult cartoons.
Yeah, well, that's the thing. Cartoons were originally meant for adults. So,
Yeah.
like, for example, Betty Boop. Betty Boop was not meant for children at all
No.
because her top kept falling down multiple
Right.
times. She had to lift up her garter belt.
Right.
All that. Did you know Betty Boop was a dog originally?
No, I didn't.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Which is weird.
But-
Seeing that version of Betty Boop, that's traumatizing.
I think a lot of times what happens is anytime that they want to start censoring whatever, they're like, it's for the children. It has nothing to do with the children.
No.
It's like parent your children.
Literally, that's what it is. It falls on shit. Same shit, different font.
Yeah.
Same shit, different day.
Yeah.
So
But it's crazy. And we are in crazy time. We were warned of this. And because that basically for the rest of the month of January, we're going to have temps 20 to 30 degrees below normal.
loves it. Loves it.
And it's like, we may get some more snow towards the end of the week, but because that we already have the existing snow and these brutal temperatures, and the thought of having to go out, and I had doctor appointment was Friday, and then had one today, and I told him, I said, can we do this by phone? It's 2025. Why would
Literally.
I want to go in a doctor's office at this point in the year, which is like licking a petri dish?
Well, they should also understand. They would.
My people were good. They had
5
no
years.
problem with it.
5 years out of COVID at this point. They should have that just as an automatic option.
Uh-huh.
Just be like, hey, do you want to either come in, like, first thing before they even make it, like,
Mm-hmm.
as you're making the appointment with them, they should give you to ask you, okay, do you want to do this by phone? Do you want to do this by telehealth? Or do you want to come in person?
Exactly. That would cut down a tremendous amount of contagion.
Yes.
I mean, my God, that and to check for, and that was what I did ask healthcare provider, because I appreciate him greatly because he knows I'm not a stupid person.
Well, other people were talking about, like, doctors should do at-home visits again because it would be a lot healthier and safer.
Yes. Yes. It really would. But, you know, to ask him, it's like, hey, will they cover as far as a basic, I did ask him about the basic metabolic panel, and it does not cover like vitamin D or B12 or any of these essential nutrients and stuff. That's a separate blood draw. It shouldn't be.
It really shouldn't be at all.
Because at some point in the next week or so, I do have to go out there and have blood drawn. And even on that, they need to make a way to where you can. It's like, here, come to my car. I will have the vein there, and you can just do the stick from there.
Well,
they're not going to do that.
No.
I'm joking.
I mean, there's a lot of contagions right there that could happen.
Not on the car, but they would have to get, in and out and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, a venipuncture is not something you can do easily. It's not. Everybody stop thinking what you. I know what you're thinking out there. It's not a drive-in type thing. I know what you're thinking out there.
What are they thinking?
As far as it's wrong type of venipuncture, it's just because we're around people. Anybody that's got IV drug users, everybody knows about the IV drug users.
Yeah, they do.
That's sad that they do. That is remarkably sad.
Mm-hmm.
But to sit there, I'm all for, it's like, hey, have a window, hand me a pager. When my pager goes off, I will come inside.
Yeah. That's it. It's similar to hospitals. They hand you this fucking disc thing that vibrates and beeps or whatever.
Yeah. But even then, you're inside.
Literally.
I mean, you could probably hang out outside.
You could at least take it to your car.
Mm-hmm. But then you had to walk in and do all that stuff. And it's
and it can be, hell, it takes 30 minutes just to walk in sometimes.
Yeah. But as far as the hazard of getting out in this kind of weather, not just to do that, you've got snow, you've got ice, you've got people that are breakable.
Yeah.
I'd rather not.
Really breakable. They're like walking porcelain figurines.
Yeah. And so for those of us who do not do the winter well, that leaves us sometimes in the house for long periods of time.
Oh, yeah. And
cabin fever is a thing. And people used to, as far as stir crazy, and that was something that I think we have discussed this before, but stir, S-T-I-R, used to be another term for a jail. That's pretty cool. So that's the reason.
Jail.
Uh-huh. So that's where the term stir crazy came from. I did not go and get references, so y'all can look those up. Y'all can fight with the AI.
It's where you're cooped up for so long and you don't got any outside world.
Right. And that's what cabin fever is. And I will put this link down. It's from Very Well Mind. And they do have, as far as some things about cabin fever, and it does have to do with being isolated or confined for an extended period of time because it's not a healthy condition for humans. It's not, ever. And symptoms include changes in sleep patterns, difficulty waking, frequent napping, insomnia, could be decreased motivation, food cravings, helplessness, lack of patience, loneliness, lethargy, sadness or depression, trouble concentrating.
Shit.
Yeah. And one of the things that I think that needs to be taken into consideration on some of this stuff, if you're inside all the time, and you don't have access to sunlight, you're going to have vitamin D deficiency.
Oh, yeah. Very
And
much.
that is, at least they've come far enough to realize that there are different vitamin deficiencies and stuff that contribute to mental health, because it's all mind, body, and spirit. You cannot separate them.
No, you can't. Whatsoever. You cannot separate them.
And so that could be a whole lot of this. But when you can't get out and get fresh air and sunshine and stuff like that, it's like today we had a brief moment. I was like, oh, look, there was sun.
Yeah.
And we
like, oh,
ran to
yes.
the porch.
Wow.
And basking. It couldn't, we couldn't get it on our skin, but we could go out there and get snowblind for just a minute.
Yeah. It's like, oh, shit. It hurts.
Oh. And
It's like the light. It blinds.
to have to deal with these things, and that's to just cope.
Mm-hmm.
And one of the things is humor.
Yeah.
That can help greatly. And to check on other people, because this is a hard time of year for older people.
Mm-hmm.
Because they are breakable.
Oh, yeah, they're breakable. They can't really... If something breaks in their house, like as far as heating, they can't really do much of nothing.
Right. And this is where we need to remember people, and as far as families and communities, and to check on one another.
Mm-hmm.
To make sure that people have what they need.
We need to build communities again.
Uh-huh. Know who your neighbor is. You don't have to sit there and have coffee with them every morning, but just if somebody has a problem where they could come down to the road, or where they will check on you.
Yeah, well, the thing is, community in of itself, if it's the right community for the person, it's a form of safety.
Yes. Yes, it is. To know if something happens, you have somebody that would be there.
Mm-hmm.
And, even as far, if it is one of those life alert buzzer things or whatever, if somebody does fall or whatever, that they would have something rather than to just be laying there. That's a horrific thing.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oof.
So if you've got people around you that are elderly, or maybe have some other kind of difficulty or something, check on them.
Yes.
If you're the one that needs help, humble yourself and ask for it. It's okay to ask for help. To sit there and go, hey, I can't get out. Can you possibly go to the store and pick this up for me?
Yeah.
We've already discussed this with Omega. I mean, it was bad enough that even in the truck, he could only come halfway up the driveway.
Yeah. Yeah.
And it's like,
God
our
love him.
vehicles
I don't know
were-
how he got over that mountain of snow that the snow plow
really.
made.
He probably just went right up in the middle of it.
Probably. He got that truck that's jacked up, so.
Mm-hmm. And that he understands as far as, and we all try to take care of each other.
We do.
But cabin fever, you don't have to go, well, some of us already got the crazies.
Yeah, but it being in the house can amplify the crazy.
It really can. And as far as that low light level, now that will mess you up. I mean, we've got our floodlights here in the living room and in the kitchen, and people's like, what the hell is she doing? And because I have seasonal affective disorder. But I have also been upping my vitamin D. I did order some of the, not being paid to say this, Dr. Berg had a type of vitamin D that I did order. It's D3, and I think it had some other things in there. And it seems to be very effective.
Okay, that's good.
Yeah.
Also, once again, to reiterate, we are not sponsored.
No, Dr. Berg, if you would like to, send me a dime or a shout out, that would be great.
So what is it supposed to do exactly again?
Vitamin D is something that is very essential for basically every function in your body, your metabolism and everything else. And if you are vitamin D deficient, it certainly can be one of the factors of depression.
Mm-hmm. Well,
I've been
Well.
telling you this. I've been trying to get you to take the vitamin D.
Oh, no, I'm not thinking of just me on this. I'm thinking about a lot of people.
Mm-hmm. And there are some people that, for whatever reason, it's like the oldest kid, he has to take these mega doses of vitamin D because his body does not store the vitamin D. And it's like that kid is as close to being albino except for the fact that he's got coal black hair.
Yeah.
It's weird.
Yeah, he's like translucent.
Yeah.
Close to it.
Yeah. Snow blind, again, with the...
Like, he's tried, I think he said, like, he has tried to tan before, and he just burns.
Mm-hmm.
And that's it.
Yeah.
He got basically no pigment in his skin.
Right. Right.
Which is like, how is that possible? How?
I don't know. And again, I don't understand what it is, the mechanism
Is that like
that
a
he does
recessive
not
gene?
have, that his body is not storing some amount of vitamin D.
Is it a recessive gene?
It is a genetic condition, from what I understand, from what I've been told.
Huh.
So, I don't know. We ain't put together quite right.
We built different.
We are. But as far as people, and this is one of the things with depression and low light level, a lot of times people who are depressed want to sit in dark environments, and it compounds itself. Mm-hmm. It's like, no, honey, go out there and get you some sunshine. Go out and see that there is sunshine even above the clouds. It's there. It's not going to be forever. It is a seasonal thing.
Yeah.
So I bet that, like I said, that momentary bit of sunshine, it's like, it's like avocado ripeness. You got to get out there and get it right then.
Literally, it's like it's good for about 2.3 seconds, and that's it.
That's it. But no, we always try, as far as crafting and projects and art and movies and music and amusing each other and cats. Oh my God.
I'm so tired. I'm up to here with the cats.
Yes.
Fed up.
Yes. Because they want to go outside, and then they run outside and it's cold and their feet are cold, and then they come back and they look at us like, fix it. And it's like, no.
Where the snow is slightly frozen, they think that they can walk on top of it because it's basically like a thin sheet of ice.
Yeah.
And then they fall through it.
That's fun.
That's
funny.
funny.
Always funny. Where they jump up on something and then they can't get back down because it's like, it's cold, it's wet, it's cold, it's wet.
Yeah. It's cold. It's wet. It's cold. It's wet. If I step on this ain't a solid surface. I don't...
Right. And the confusion, that look of confusion.
Yeah.
It's cats. That in itself is mirthful.
That is.
And infuriating. Sometimes
You want to tell them what who did?
Oh, God, which part?
The flopping off the couch.
Oh, God love him, because we have not got around. We do have the things to Appalachian engineer the couch, just have not had the energy yet to do that. And it's like, so it's like riding high. It is. And so he who was over here in this middle section, and he went to roll, and he just kept rolling.
Yeah.
And then there was that panic. Now he's breakable because he's old.
He is, but at a certain point, he sort of unfurled like a slinky, and just went.
Cats do not always land on their feet. That is a lie.
He didn't get hurt, luckily.
No.
He did something crazy the other day. I had my computer on the bed, so just for a temporary time, and he stepped on it and got his toe caught in one of the vents.
Oh, no.
One of his back toes, and then tried to jump off the bed. So he was just dangling by the one toe. And it's like,
no.
And I was worried that he was going to break a toe or rip the nail off.
How in the hell did he that's only our cats could get stuck in a computer. That takes some talent.
He was stepping across it, and
Oh, Lord.
his nail got caught right in it.
God.
That sent me through a loop, and I panicked.
You can't make his stuff up. I mean, honestly, you can't. Yeah.
So he's walking perfectly fine, but I was checking his toes, making
he's
sure they're
fine.
not broke. There's no blood, nothing.
He's fine.
Yeah.
It's like Hatchet.
But he
I was out sweeping.
upset. He was upset.
Well, of course he was. That's how I got bit that time.
Yeah.
And it's like, at least you didn't go, Kitty, and try to rescue him.
Oh, no,
Yeah,
I
don't
did.
do that. Did you?
Yeah.
Oh,
I
God.
full on lifted him up, and he was growling, and he was not happy with me. And I was like, dude, you can bitch all you want, but I'm helping you.
Yeah, regardless.
Yeah.
It's like I was out sweeping the snow off of the porch this morning, and Hatchet had gotten behind me. I did not know she was there, and I popped her with the broom, and it was like, and I'm like, oh, baby. And she had run, and she's fine. There was no blood, no protruding bone. She's fine.
She's resilient.
Yeah.
She did a thing the other day, like a couple days ago when I was in the bath, and she was sitting there on the edge of the bathtub, and just the tip of her tail, she was dipping it into the water and was just leaving it. Like, that is as far as
Not all of them hate water, and I suspect that she's. Now, we don't bathe them when it's like this because we're afraid they'll catch chill.
Yeah.
But I suspect that if you got her in a bath and that she wouldn't mind it.
I think I have bathed her, and she wasn't exactly happy about it, but she didn't, like, throw a fit like the others did.
Right. No, some
it-
of the other ones you just like, yeah, no.
It wasn't Squeaker. Kiska, now he threw a whole ass fit. He was jumping on the walls, he was climbing the towels.
I think that dirt's probably about the only thing holding that cat together.
I think so, because he is crusty. And it's like,
Oh, God.
all the dirt that came off of that cat, the water was brown.
Yeah, yeah. This is a kitty that came to us. We have no idea. He came to us several years back, and that he had already been neutered.
Mm-hmm. And he still doesn't feel clean.
No, I don't. I think it's just perpetual crud. I think that's just how he is.
I don't know how it builds up on him, but I'm
just-
going to try to bathe him again at
It's
some
just
point.
how he is. Maybe we need the Dawn or something. They bathe baby ducks in the Dawn, so it should be.
Is it the blue stuff?
Yes, it's the original kind of Dawn. It's not the.
The power, the
Yeah, I wouldn't do the
diamond
ultra.
wash or whatever the fuck.
Yeah.
It's the blue stuff that comes in the easy squeeze bottles.
So I'd say that you could try that when it gets warm again. Final thoughts on the cabin fever?
It's a real thing.
Yeah.
Be wary of it.
Yeah. But if you can prepare
Save
for
yourself
it,
from it.
if you can prepare yourself for it, that's what I try to do when it's warm. Get everything ready for such times as this. Do they not teach people the little story about the ants and the grasshopper anymore? Omega and I were talking about that the other day.
I don't think they do. I've never heard anyone talk about that.
I have told you that.
I know you have, but
Yeah.
I've not heard anyone else talk about it, even once.
Maybe we need to do that one day and just do a reading of the ants and the grasshopper.
Maybe.
We might do that.
We might.
You want to tell people where we can be found? Because everybody's been having the paranormal and the supernatural.
Yeah. Excuse me. Check us out on BitChute, Rumble, and YouTube at Rolanda's Cup of Coffee with Scream. Also check her out on X, previously known as Twitter, Rolanda COCWS. You can check me out on X too if you want. It's that alien.
Yeah. I actually was kind of quiet on there today because it's like this anticipation.
Yeah, I've not posted for days. I've not been on there for days.
Well, I mean, I was on there and stuff, but as far as I think the level of activity over the weekend, everybody was sort of worn out and stuff, and there is just this level of anticipation. You can feel it.
It's like, what's coming? What's next?
Well, just stay in prayer. That's the main thing. Pray one for another. Pray for our nation. Pray for other nations.
Jesus Christ, please keep us protected.
Absolutely. Know that you are loved. Treat other people the way that you would like to be treated. And Lord willing, we'll see you on the next cup.
Mm-hmm.
Bye.
Bye.